In a rather unexpected turn of events on a sunny afternoon, a police officer taken aback by the sight of an army general casually dressed in normal clothes, mistakenly assumed he was just an ordinary citizen, and in a moment of rash judgment, he delivered a slap to the general's face, only to later realize his error, and approached the general with a sincere apology, hoping to mend the misunderstanding that had unfolded. As the tension between them began to dissipate, the police officer, visibly anxious about the consequences of his impulsive action, took a deep breath and approached the army general, explaining how his lack of recognition stemmed from the general's casual attire. While in that moment, the general began to appreciate the officer's honesty and willingness to take responsibility for his mistake. In that moment of reconciliation, the army general, recognizing the genuine regret in the police officer's eyes, smiled slightly and placed a hand on the officer's shoulder, signaling his forgiveness as the tension in the air transformed into mutual respect, and onlookers began to relax, realizing that even in moments of conflict, understanding and camaraderie could emerge. As they sat down together at a quaint cafe to share a cup of coffee, the initial embarrassment faded into laughter and camaraderie, with the police officer recounting humorous anecdotes about his day-to-day challenges, while the army general reciprocated with tales from his military experiences, both men realizing that what began as an awkward confrontation had surprisingly led to the forging of an unlikely friendship. As they wrapped up their time together, the police officer and army general stood outside the cafe, extending a firm handshake that signified their newfound respect for one another, while the warmth of the sun seemed to highlight the bond they had built through their earlier misunderstanding, leaving bystanders feeling inspired by the unexpected turn of events. As they continued their walk down the lively street, the police officer and army general engaged in a friendly conversation that flowed effortlessly, their laughter echoing against the backdrop of colorful street art, showing how an unexpected clash had blossomed into a genuine bond, leaving those who witnessed it feeling uplifted by the power of forgiveness and understanding. Seated comfortably on a park bench amidst the vibrant blooms and laughter of children playing nearby, the police officer and army general took turns sharing humorous and insightful tales from their careers, creating an atmosphere filled with joy and laughter that showcased the beauty of two very different worlds, coming together united by their respect for one another. In a moment that solidified their newfound bond, the police officer and army general exchanged contact information, their faces illuminated by bright smiles, as the camaraderie they had developed allowed them to bridge the gap between their lives, making it clear that this chance encounter would lead to a lasting friendship beyond their initial misunderstanding. As they reached the park's entrance, the police officer and army general waved goodbye to one another, exchanging warm smiles that spoke volumes of the bond they had forged, while the golden rays of the setting sun enveloped the scene, symbolizing not just an end to their day together, but the beginning of a remarkable friendship that would carry on long after this unexpected encounter. Back at the station, the police officer regaled his colleagues with the amusing story